All right, welcome to the show, y'all. I wish
Terrible.
once when I was doing a show and
To
wasn't
start,
late.
rest in peace to the deceased in every mass shooting that took place, bro. Rest in peace to all of the deceased people in each mass shooting that took place. The one in Michigan, Grants Blank, the one in San Antonio, Texas, the one in North Carolina, Southport. Uh, yeah, bro. What was the fourth? What was the fourth? In what city was the fourth shooting?
All right, welcome to the show,
He'll
y'all.
he'll he'll
I
say
wish
he'll
that
say
for once
Kalinsky.
when I was doing a show and
Rest in
wasn't like
peace.
end of the republic type stuff. But that's where we are.
Rest in
It's
peace.
that ugly,
Rest
and
in
my job is
peace
to just
to the deceased. Condolences to their families, to their friends. Yeah, what is going on, yo? This is crazy, bro. Yo, too much violence is befalling. Too many mass shootings are taking place, bro. This is out of control, bro. OC. OC. Yeah. It is unthinkable, unspeakable what is befalling people, bro. Yeah. Tragic. Yeah. We might be cooked as a society, bro. We really might be cooked. People they have no restraints, no chill, no humanity, bro. So many people they're resorting to violence, which is the worst. They are resorting to physical violence, which is the worst form of fragility. They are resorting, they really are resorting to physical violence. They really are resorting to physical violence, the worst form of fragileness, bro. It pisses me off. It really irks me, bro. People have to change their mentalities for the better, bro. They have to deprogram from the BS they were fed. People on in all parties, bro. People in all groups, certain people, they have to deprogram, bro, because they're doing crazy stuff in response to certain things, bro. Yeah. Yeah, bro. People have to do better, yo. Bro. Words.
the republic type stuff. But that's where we are. It's that ugly, and my job is to just
Savage.
deliver the news to you.
Barbaric.
So we got a lot of stuff
What
to get
the
to
stuff
today. In just a second,
that takes
we
place.
had 4 mass shootings. 4 in a time span of about 24 hours.
Crazy.
Very normal.
Nuts.
Very normal.
Very short
healthy country
periods.
we're talking about.
Very
So I'll
short
dive into that in
periods.
just a second. We also have Trump criminalizing free speech in perhaps the most great. He went full QAnon with this med conspiracy. So there's a lot to say. But I was pulling my hair out watching all these comedians selling out the most obvious. Never talked a billionaire or a pack. Substack, that was a blow as well. We have Chris Hedges, on last week, and it was an amazing podcast. He goes deep onto the rise of fascism in the U.S. And then also go sub to the Corn's World YouTube channel because we do live Kyle and Corn episodes there. We do them every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can come hang out with us there. Tonight,
A veteran
we answer Substack
rammed
questions, we shoot the
his
shit.
truck
Again, that's the Corn's World
into the
YouTube
front
channel.
doors
All right, guys, so
of the
without any further
Jesus
ado, let's go ahead
Christ,
and jump into it. Here we
the
go.
Church
Yesterday,
of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Then he started shooting people, bro. 5 people are dead, 8 people injured. After he shot people, after he shot into a crowd of people, 100 people or more, 100 plus people, hundreds of people, if my memory is correct. He used an accelerant, possibly gasoline, to set the church alight, to set it on fire, bro. He set the church on fire after he shot people dead, after he after he hurt people, after he sent people to the caused people to have to go to the hospital, bro. He set fire to this church. Yeah, heinous, callous, evil, depraved. There was immense smoke, bro. There was so much smoke in the air, bro. It was crazy. I saw all of it, the fire. Yeah, it was crazy, bro. Yeah, it is really sad. Yeah, this dude, he was a veteran. He was in the army. He served. He was a sergeant. He earned medals for what he did. Yeah, bro, it is crazy. He went from that to being a murderous piece of garbage, bro. A villain, a cur, a rogue, a brute, a barbarian, a merciless piece of trash, yo. A cur, a villain, a blight, a blighter, a bastard, a devil, a monster. Yo, terrible, bro. Yo, he was a Trump supporter, but I don't know if he was MAGA. Not. I don't know if he was MAGA. Yeah. If you, uh, if you support Trump, you are MAGA in the MAGA group. But I don't know if he was Republican, registered as a Republican. Wait, I read in this article that he did not was not he did not have a status of Democrat or Republican, but he did support Trump. He had Trump gear, Trump signs in front of his a Trump sign in front signage in front of his home. He had a wife. They said he came from a MAGA family, a right wing family, a Trump loving family, a DJT loving family. But I don't know if he was registered. We don't know if he was registered as a Republican, but we have to wait and see. We have to wait for the facts. We can't presuppose too soon or jump to conclusions. We have to wait for the facts, yo. Words. But it doesn't even matter if he. It really doesn't matter if he was that or not. It is evil. Is evil. Evil is evil, regardless, bro. So. Yeah, he should have been held accountable, punished. He got killed by the police after he committed this grievous crime. Yeah, he's no longer alive. He was a goofball, a devil, a cruddy human being. So I have no sympathy for him, but it is I do have sympathy for his relatives, yes, who were not doing crimes and stuff, but no sympathy for him though. He sucked. But yeah. They said his father spoke to the Detroit press. He said he apologizes to the victims for what his son did, for what he committed. It was terrible. He said they said he didn't say whether or not his son changed after he was no longer or he did not say whether or not his son the war changed his son for the worse or transformed him for the worse. His father did not say whether his dad didn't say whether or not the war changed his son or transformed his son for the worse. His dad didn't say whether or not the war changed or transformed his son for the worse. He didn't say whether or not the war changed or transformed his son for the worse, yo. But he did say he apologizes to the victims for what befell them, for what happens, to the families. Yeah. If my memory is correct, he said he apologizes to the families and the people of the victims. Yeah. Yeah, this, bro. So much sadness is going on. It is really terrible, bro. So much sadness and sorrow are going on, bro. It is a shame. It really is that so many people are losing their humanity and not thinking before they act. Not thinking before they act. It is trash all the way.
World YouTube channel. We do live Kyle and Corn episodes there. We do them every Monday at 8:30 p.m.
Another veteran, he shot up a waterfront bar, bro, in Southport, North Carolina. He killed at least 3 people, wounded 5 people.
And jump into it. Here we go. Yesterday,
the Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino in San Antonio, Texas.
It was absolutely
killer. He killed 2 people, at least 2 people. He killed, they said, the last time I checked, he killed 2 people, wounded 5 people, bro. Crazy. All mass shootings. The Grant Blank shooter, Thomas Sanford, who shot up the Church of Jesus Christ of LDS. That shooter, he killed 5 people, wounded 8 people. Crazy, bro. All mass shootings. A mass shooting is a shooting of 4 or more people, excluding the shooter. It is a shooting of 4 or more people, excluding the shooter. Facts. So all of these things classify and fit the mass shooting label. All of these shootings classify as and fit the label mass shooting. They all fit the label. They all classify as the label mass shooting. Words.
Had about 4 mass shootings in a 24-hour
all
span.
of these shooters are terrible
and
monsters.
Unfortunately,
all of
this
these
is one
people
of those things
who
where
did
in this country is
this
anybody
BS
really
are
surprised?
terrible monsters.
Of course, it's jarring and it's shocking, but at the same time,
appalling.
You're so used to seeing these things that it's almost like well, what do you expect? That's what we do here in this psychotic country. So I want to give you some of the specifics here, and we'll break it down for you. So let's start with this. One of the shootings happened at a Mormon church, or as they might act very bizarrely.
Gotta see what the 4th
Shirt, but this part. It was George W. Bush and Dick Cheney. So he.
He's the shooter in
Facebook
Southport, North Carolina. The person
so,
who shot up the waterfront bar. He was a veteran too, also 40, just like Thomas Sanford in Grants Blank, Michigan. This dude's Thomas Sanford.
He burned down the
he
Mormon
was
church.
40. He was a veteran.
So
he was 40 also.
They blanked out.
He has the Trump gear.
The child and
he had a penchant for hunting too, for fishing also. He had a penchant. He had a true penchant for hunting and fishing. He really did have a penchant for hunting and fishing. There's a pic of him with a deer Yeah, he was into hunting deer. He was into that ish, bro. He really was. He really was into that type of stuff before he did what he did at the church and before his demise took place. Facts. This must be his wife, and his kids.
Got from the NFL, for example. A brain injury, and this is something that
Yeah,
a lot of experts.
the dudes in North Carolina, he had a brain injury after getting shot multiple times in friendly fire in war. Uh, Terrible stuff. Terrible. Uh, Even though these people who did serve in the army, even though these even though two of the shooters, even though two people out of, even though the North Carolina dudes and the Grant Blank dudes did grievous crimes, did heinous crimes, callous crimes, I still appreciate them for their service before they did evil-ish, bro. Still, thanks for their service, but they're still monsters. It is what it is.
Or Afghanistan war veterans, and on Sanford, ID's gunmen who attacked. Well, my understanding is that.
Yeah, the deer. He has the deer. Sanford.
A terror attack against Mormon Christ of Latter-day Saint. You're so used. And so there was a lot. You're saying if you look under and you killed at least into the radical man. Now, by the way, I should also point.
Yeah, Nigel Edge
now,
was the
posted,
North Carolina shooter.
The
Southport.
I don't think it reaches
the Southport.
Directly tied to the traumatic
shooter.
Brain injury
and the
PTSD. That I think it reaches mass shooting stat. That's at least not yet. Nigel Max Edge fired from a boat into a ranger. It was a late night shooting at a casino. Legislation, you know how they're dodging. Don't talk about the guns, but we can talk. And so I don't. Look, it's a broken country. I don't know what to tell you.
Guns don't kill people. Certain people kill people. Guns are not the problem. Certain people with guns are the problem. Guns are inanimate. They are inanimate objects. So it makes no sense to do strict gun control. Certain people will find a way to get to guns, bro. It is what it is. Certain people will illegally use guns. They will use guns to terrorize, to unjustly kill people. It is what it is, yo.
You think we have a problem, and perhaps
what people should focus on is the home. Everything starts at home, bro. The values. What values do parents instill into their kids' heads, bro? That should be the focus. Yeah, a lot of crazy values get instilled into people's heads, bro. A lot of negative values, bro. This has to change. People, future parents, they have to instill good values, positive values into their kids' heads, so they won't think violence is a solution to disagreements, to dissenting opinions.
we're not going to do shit about it. That moment. Oh.
But the wokies, they don't focus on that, because
40,000 gun deaths.
They want people to remain mentally enslaved. Crazy.
Psychopath doesn't move you here. In Japan, they have like 10 or shit. When you poll that, everybody's like, oh, federal charges after threatening to shoot up the Abilene Pride Parade as revenge for the recent assassination of right-wing activist Charlie Kirk. Fuck their parade.
Oh, yeah, he's a bozo too. This dude, he's a bozo too. Just because he's a Charlie supporter, that doesn't mean he's moral either, bro. No, your affiliation or who you support doesn't make you moral, bro. Or, yeah, your political bent, your political party, your affiliations, they don't make you moral, bro. Your actions make you moral or immoral. They make you good or evil, not your party, not your race, religion, whatever. But your acts, your behavior, what you do in real life, what you do, how you treat other people, how you treat other people in real life, that makes you, or on social media, not just in real life, but period. How you talk to people, how you treat people, how you operate around other people, that makes you laudable or not. That makes you praiseworthy or not. That makes you real, or that makes you a person of good character or not.
That's a year. Maybe get it all the way down to 2,000. Shit. When you that's a year. Charlie,
this dude,
come on, bro.
He's
let's go
immoral, bro.
This is the sort of stuff that we deal with.
For
so this is the guy right here
doing violence
to shoot up a pride parade
for threatening
That's insane.
violence.
That is mental. You're gonna blame every
he should
person.
Be criminally. He should be He should be held accountable.
Activist Charlie Kirk. Fuck their parade. I say
you
we
go beyond
and pay them back for taking out Charlie Kirk.
When you incite violence, it isn't free
Barry.
speech. It isn't
sort of stuff that we
free
deal
speech.
So
when you incite violence, when you foment real violence,
that's insane.
when you foment real violence,
every person who's LGBTQ
it's no longer free speech, yo. It is no longer free speech. It is no longer free speech when you foment real violence. When you incite real violence, it is really no longer free speech.
The guy right here, threatening to shoot up a pride parade because they took out Charlie Kirk. That's insane. That is mental.
To lump all
every person
pride people in the same box is really trash. It makes your movement look terrible.
Mormon family. You actions of one person who, by the way, is from a.
It makes all Charlie
Mormon
supporters
family.
Look terrible, trash. It makes all Charlie Kirk fans look horrible.
They're not going to be able to convict Tyler Robinson. That case is falling apart faster than any case I've ever seen. There is no community. The concept.
Craziness, crazy-ish crazy. Uncle Murdoch.
Directly tied to the traumatic 3 active shooter incidents in the U.S. in 14 hours at a North Carolina restaurant, a Texas casino, and a Michigan church. Holy shit. Now, since this was posted, there was another mass shooting in Pennsylvania. Now, technically, I don't think it reaches mass shooting status, at least not yet, because only one person is dead.
Rest in peace. As for the wounded people, as for the people who are not dead, I hope they pull through. This is terrible. This is whack. Crummy, scummy, all of these things. Bro, people have to chill, bro. They really do.
I think it reaches mass shooting status, at least not yet.
Deprogram from DBS, bro,
please. If more of them die, it will reach mass shooting status. So it's just one after the other. I think it reaches mass shooting status, at least not yet. On mass shooting sprees. So as I said, the guy's schizophrenic. He had all these mental health issues, and it's directly tied to the traumatic brain injury and the PTSD. Will reach mass shooting status. So it's just one after the other after the other. So just if you're keeping score, we have the Mormon church shooting in Michigan.
Grant,
That's at least
blank.
4 dead and 8 wounded.
Five
we have
now,
the
five.
Southport waterfront bar
Bar.
shooting. That's the one that we just talked about.
Nigel, he's the
The
shooter.
gunman is Nigel Max Edge.
Yeah.
Fired from a boat to a crowd of people in a popular
Evil.
restaurant.
Depraved.
Then we also have the Kickapoo Lucky Eagle
Casino in
shooting.
San
At
Antonio.
least 2 were killed and 5 were
San
injured. There was a late night
Antonio,
shooting at a casino
Texas.
near the U.S.-Mexico border.